Esteban, how we doing?
Doing well.
Glad to hear it.
How are you?
Doing awesome. Usually there's a lot more people in here right by now, but it's just us. So we just got a little one-on-one going on. So yeah, the video's doing well, isn't it?
Yeah, no, honestly, it's been getting a lot of engagement compared to other things that I've done, so that's nice.
Yeah, it has like
Um,
a bunch of comments.
let me take a look. Yeah, there's been a lot of comments on it, so I feel like that's kind of like such a nice indicator that people are actually engaging with this.
Yeah.
Um, because even when I was like doing it, I was like, oh, I could do this, and then I was filming it, and I was like, oh, I'm like legitimately like trying to like act these things out, um, and it was just funny like having to actually act things out.
No, you're a
Um,
natural, it seems. You know?
thank you. I had my doubts, but that like first video because I was you get uncomfortable. I did the first video and it was received well, so I was like, oh, okay, I feel like we can go harder in some ways.
Yeah, definitely. You can touch on things that people are maybe like afraid to say, or I don't know. It just seemed like you warmed up with the ones you sent me in the DMs, and like by the time you were ready to post it, it was like polished. So
Sweet. Okay, that's
that's
good
what
to
it
hear.
that's what it read to me. I would be wanting to. One sec, someone's trying to join, but I would definitely be responding to every single comment just because it adds one more little blip to the number. You know.
Sweet. Definitely.
Hey Susan,
Hi, Joey.
how are you?
I'm so overwhelmed.
Why? What's wrong?
Like, there's just so many UGC deals, and I'm chubby, and like, I don't know.
So how many deals do you have right now?
Like, I don't know. Maybe 7, 6.
7.
I don't know. It's just it moves so fast. I don't know. I feel like this is why Devin doesn't join the calls these days because
Just so busy. Yeah.
it's it's so much, and it's like
Hello,
hard
hello.
to say no. I don't know. I know it's me. I should just say no, but
Yeah. Um, I mean, at a certain point, like if you're not able to post your own content, then you're just working for the man again. So it's like
that's how I
you've
feel.
used UGC to get away from a job, but then like as you go faster with UGC, it just turns into its own 9 to 5. You know what I mean? So if you can like find the balance between being able to post your own content and then also being able to post the brand deals, I think that's going to be your sweet spot.
I think so. I think so. I'm telling myself I'm gonna give it like a month or two, because you still do learn things from these UGC deals.
For sure. Uh,
But I'm like, oh my god, it is so much work. Or like, I need brands that pay more. They ask for so much.
just a quick interjection real fast because I'm sure Esteban has no idea what we're talking about, as well as
Oh,
Carolyn a little
sorry,
bit.
guys.
UGC is basically just like brand deals for people who don't have a huge personal brand. So you can take on these deals to effectively make a couple $1,000s a month while not having a giant, name for yourself yet.
Nice.
Yeah, but you have to post
That's
every
cool.
single day for these brands.
You post on behalf of them?
You, yeah, you can
Oh,
go,
Kat
Susan.
is a part of. Oh, she's the queen. She's really good.
Yeah, she has
Okay, so
8 brand
Kat,
deals right now too, right?
Of what?
UGC.
I was like having a therapy session about how UGC is ruining my life right now, and I want to cry. Like, you don't feel that way?
No, not really.
Dang.
I honestly kind of like it. I'm sorry. I can relate with that one. Yeah. Why? Why is it ruining your life?
It's just like so many deals. Like, you have to post so much every day. I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say one negative thing for me, and this is like my own fault. It's an excuse, but I have really lessened my own personal branding in such content
Exactly.
because I'm like, holy shit. I'm running 10 accounts right now, like literally 10
Yeah.
accounts. So I'm like, but
Yeah.
it's just a matter of like organizing it, and I still have time. It's not like I don't have time. It's just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
you're young. You're 20. How
Well,
old
it's-
are you?
I'm 26.
so good. I'm 37.
That thing and a thing.
Yeah, I think it's just finding a system for it. That's what me and Devin were working with a while when we were doing our 101s. Like it was finding a balance. Like he obviously didn't end up finding the balance. He found out that he'd like to just make money and do UGC right now. He hasn't posted much on his personal brand, but I think it's it's finding a system in place to be able to carve out time. Like for me, I take my 101 calls between 11 and 3 p.m. EST, and I've like kind of set that for myself on like Monday, Tuesday. It depends like on the weekend, but like Friday, Saturday. So Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and then like obviously you have to do UGC every day, but like trying to carve out a certain amount of time every single day for that is what's gonna probably help you alleviate some of that stress.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to do like pretty much like 9 to 2. I'm doing like UGC stuff. Like this is my goal. And like getting all the posts out of the way, and then in the afternoon, like after 2, doing my own content and all that stuff.
Let's see. So 11 to 2, and then you'll try to do your personal brand after. Have you posted recently?
I would say more like 10 to 2, and that's like completing like 15 to 20 videos for UGC.
Yeah.
And
Dang. So what is that per month right now with 10 accounts?
10 accounts. I'm at like 8 grand for the month, obviously pre-taxes.
That's great. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And that's obviously first month, right? Because you just started.
Yeah, no, this is like I started like October, so this is like my 3rd month. Yeah.
Okay. So have you started to see like dropping brands and then like adding ones on to like I don't know, gain a better cost per video?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm just being a little bit more picky on who I bring on. I also had a video hit 1 million, which brought 1.6 actually, which was like
That's awesome.
super helpful. Thanks. It was super helpful with like, okay, I'm only taking like 25 to 30 and above, you know?
For sure.
It also made me realize like, damn, like this was just a random ass video and it went viral. Like, how, you know, I gotta do this for my own account. There's no reason why. Like,
Right.
You know?
No, that's what I want to ask you. Like the things you learned from UGC, how would you apply that to your personal? Should we look at your viral video together to like?
It was really random, to be honest. I think it's just consistency.
Yeah. Have you been consistent with the personal brand, or has that fallen to the
I
wayside?
haven't. Well, I haven't, but that was actually why, especially I wanted to ask you. So I had recently gotten back into modeling. I got signed by like a smaller agency, whatever. But after speaking to them, they're like, listen, because your Instagram is pretty much your portfolio in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
They're like, all of my content was obviously boxing. And they're like, okay, listen, unless you want to be only in a fitness and activewear model, you have to like do like fashion posts, like modeling posts, and less boxing. So now I'm like, oh, you know, I'm trying to like niche together what are my new pillars and like how can I incorporate both things and still be consistent.
Yeah.
Advice.
I mean, I was like at one point I was trying to model like back like in college. I was like maybe I should put together like headshots, portfolios, all this other stuff, but. I think at the end of the day, now that personal branding has taken like more of a forefront, it's going to be dependent on like how much people like you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're only a boxer. You know what I mean? Like you're not only a boxer, you're a bunch of other things. So if you can display that your personality, your story enough, like it doesn't matter what you're showing on your personal brand, they'll want you in different photos, whatever. That's why you see like, I don't know, like Adam Sandler, he like showed his personality and then he like, you know, he became a movie star and then now he's in all these random like, you know, magazines. Obviously he's famous now, but like I think it doesn't really matter if you're trying to go bigger than just being a model, you know. But if you're trying to stay as like just a runway model, you know, or someone who's in like magazines, like low level magazines, then don't work on the personal brand. You know, work on being mysterious and work on being like a super artsy like whatever model.
I mean, when it comes down to it, like I'm not gonna be a supermodel. I'm not gonna be a runway model. Like that's just like not what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it's like okay, now it's like how can I do both? Like you know, commercial modeling, e-commerce, and but it's true that like the whole mysterious thing. There's like mysterious modelist thing, and I'm like okay, how do I show my life and be a content creator and still have some
Yeah,
that needed?
yeah, it's gonna be like posting like your tasteful carousels and like keeping up with like uh, sharing your personality and it like oversharing your personality and oversharing your story. I think as far as like it happens in the art world too, like galleries only want to work with people who are like super mysterious, whatever, because they can set their own price for them. But it's gonna come to a point where like having a really strong personal brand will be at the forefront of like selling art because people will have an attachment towards it.
That's true.
So yeah, I mean, it depends. Like at the end of the day, modeling for something is just doing a brand deal without talking about it. It's like UGC but with like a still photo. So really, it's like you're already doing that kind of. So just doing it better and more, you know.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, like content creation is more profitable when it comes down to it than modeling. Like it just is. You know, it's more consistent.
Right.
Um,
But some people are so obsessed and infatuated with the allure of being a model that they take everything else away. They don't care about money. They don't care about whatever. They just hope a brand flies them out to Paris and like lets them walk around in their clothes. Like that's really what models care about, and they want to be as chic as possible. So if you're not that, you're obviously a boxer, and you're sweating in the gym. You're like ready to fight somebody. That's not you necessarily. So maybe you can have really cool photos of you with really cool photos with you showcasing maybe some boxing gear, like at first, and then it develops into something else. Like you never know. You're sitting in Dillard's, with a perfume bottle. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. And just like crafting the packaging it, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Consistency. And
yeah, you definitely need to be like crafting those carousels to where it's like it feels like it fits a certain type of brand and for a certain type of person. Because if you start to lose that and you only post videos, I was doing the same thing. I was only posting videos for a while, and it really like having that like symbiotic relationship with your stories, your carousels, you reaching out to new brands with your personal brand instead of your UGC will start to create this relationship with brand and like your modeling career. But I saw that carousel you posted of like what was it, a beach shoot, right?
Yeah, that was for the like comp card shoot.
Let me see. Let me pull up the Instagram. We can stream it for everybody to see.
Ah.
I don't need to stream. I don't need to stream the whole thing, like the entire carousel or anything. But one sec. Okay.
Either way, though, I will say they did tell me as well. Like, it is really good to grow your Instagram if possible. Like the agency told me that.
Okay, good. Yeah. This one was like like a medical esthetician one, right?
Yeah, it was like a dental.
Oh, dental. Okay.
Artsy dental program.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track with like the modeling / boxing stuff. When's the last time you posted a video?
The last time, a while ago, whatever that one was.
November 12th. Wow. So you really are taking UGC to the next. No, it's all good. I mean, you're getting good views, so that's the upsetting part about it. Like, if you you got your most viewed video on the last post you did, which is or almost most viewed. Yeah. So it was honestly on an upswing, and you just fell off. That's just like that's the worst.
I've been avoiding these calls because I'm like, I don't know, like fuck, it's been a month. I can't talk to Joey yet. Like.
No, I mean, coming to the calls without anything will inspire you to do more. I think that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, that's why I joined. I needed like the push.
Yeah, I mean, we can look at it together to give everyone a well-rounded idea of what you do, because I'm sure some people don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see.
I'm just trying to be myself.
Luther's
Nobody mad at me for it. I hit the beat so hard, they give me a surplus battery for it.
Okay.
People have been asking me, how can I start boxing? Well, I'm very glad you asked, because I will be coaching at the one and only Brawler's Box.
That's another thing I recently started coaching. But that's not something I want to do like full time. It's more something that like sprinkle it in to kind of break up all the content creation stuff for UGC. So yeah, I've kind of realized also like, okay, let me like not go the training coach route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like so you posted this and you're kind of like, oh shoot, like am I cornering myself
Yeah.
into a market? Yeah, because it
a
definitely
little
felt
too
different than all
branched.
of your content because it's like underneath this blanket and you probably felt a certain need to feel like to actually act like the coach, you know. But your content for me is like really like where was that one video? I think it's
Like lifestyle type.
yeah, like this vibe was really good. What was this is the Mexico one?
Come with me.
Yeah,
to
and honestly, that's the
Mexico City.
content I like way more than like I don't really like doing like coaching
Yeah.
style routines. It's just not, you know.
Yeah, maybe you can make like a series eventually out of, or maybe like a mini series off of like coaching a certain like student, like and then showing like the very first days of them punching a bag, and then like after a month working with you or 2 months working with you, show what their like progression has been and like hyper analyze it. That'd be the only way I could see like you sprinkling that in because it'd be like, oh dang, she's good at everything. You know what I mean? Like she's good at teaching and doing it and posting content. So like you can kind of sprinkle that all in. For everyone else,
Okay.
this is
I like that.
this is a vlog style video she did in Mexico that I liked, and I think that's the type of content that I think you should keep trying to do, even if it's in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Come with me to box in Mexico City. So I'm not gonna lie, I almost didn't go because this is the first time I'd be going alone, and I was just a little bit nervous. But if there's one thing I'm doing right now, it's pushing past that scary. So off I went. I downed some of this coffee, put my wraps in my purse because I didn't have anything else. There's just something so cool about doing what you're passionate about in another country because you instantly become connected with people you would have otherwise never met. Especially in Mexico where boxing is such a big deal. It really makes you feel part of something bigger. Let me tell you, these people knew what they were talking about. And they were so incredibly nice. I don't know if it was the altitude, but I was gassed, like truly gassed. We still got it done though. We finished off with a short run, and that was that. Thanks for watching, and follow me on my journey to my first fight. Come with me.
Oh, you fight?
I keep like signing up for these fights and not getting matched. I need to fucking fight already though, because I keep being like, I'm gonna fight, and then like I need to fight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's my goal.
Yeah.
I do a lot of like sparring, so like headgear fight, but
So that could be some sort of like format for yourself already, like kind of like gearing up towards a fight. You know what I mean? Like what you just said, they keep placing me or whatever it was, and they don't put you in the fight. That could be like your, that series. It's like I'm fighting my followers so I get knocked the fuck out, like that guy.
yeah.
So you could kind of like pose it like that, and like doesn't have to be so like boisterous and like dumb. You know what I mean? But it can be. It can literally just be like, I've been working really hard to like get into the ring with somebody, and it's like hasn't. I've only been training, only been doing this, but like I'm so dedicated. And I'm making the series to like show the journey to finding my first fight, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know you like really fought. I thought it was just like working.
Yeah, I'm fighting. I'm fighting.
That's different.
Right. And I think that'd be a really cool hybrid of like this model, potentially like Miami swimsuit model kind of vibe, not too like chic or anything, not too like whatever, but you also can kick the shit out of
A
somebody.
little more gritty, a little bit more.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so that's a really, really cool hybrid, and you never really see that. Only thing you see on like Instagram about girl fighters like is they're braided up, they got like their mouth guard in, like they're pissed off, maybe a black eye, and like that's the type of girl you usually see on social media. You don't see this girl, on social media that says like can't wait for a fight, can't wait to get into a boxing ring. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's so cool.
So play that to your advantage because you're like one of like very little that has this sort of hybrid going.
Right.
And remember
maybe
that.
I could do like a more like when I get a shoot booked, like morning routine from like boxing training to set type of thing.
Yeah, I mean it could be like even like the 5 to 9 before the 9 to 5 sort of situation. Like that format always really works somehow. Like it worked for Momo last week. She did one, and like I'm not gonna play the whole thing for you, but like just to show you like the view count differential. Like she was a little anxious about putting her age in there, but you could put your age in there, whatever. Yeah, my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5 as a gallery owner, whatever, and just kind of do this vibe. I'll play a little bit just so you should see it. But like that could be, you could like make that text on like, or insinuate in this video like preparing for my first fight, you know, like different little texts like 5 a.m. like to the gym, you know. But yeah, it was just like a pretty slow morning, kind of like get ready with me.
Yeah, I like it. And I feel also that I like that format because it's still like, I don't know, a little bit more like mysterious. I feel like it's not like, because I tried doing voiceover type routines and it just felt like weird and awkward for me.
Definitely. I mean, it got 4,300 views, which is like, she hasn't had a 4K view in a while, so, or maybe even like a month or two, so that's great. And then like obviously I've done it a few times, so you can kind of come up with your own swing on it, which is cool. Mine was just like, I'm just gonna like, usually it's like dudes that are like super jacked and ripped, so I was like, let me just like pull on my belly fat a little bit and like make a little like hook out of it. Yeah, just like regular shit. So
it looks different.
and people were like, oh, like no one ever said anything about the belly fat or whatever, but it was just more like, okay, I noticed that everyone who's doing this trend or this type of format has like abs, so like why not just like do this so that I can, you know, like eye catch a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it gets good views, like 24K views is like solid, and it gets people like understanding your routine and gets you like closer to it gets them closer to your like personal life.
Right.
I want to show Esteban's video right now.
How are you, and I know we've talked about this before, but like, do you usually just like write a list of ideas and then you're just blocking out time where you want to film and do it?
So yeah, I have like time blocks for writing, and I have time blocks for filming. When I go to the studio, I try to get at least like 15 minutes in of B-roll so that I never run out of B-roll. So like I can always go back and like, so like today I might craft a video from B-roll that I shot like 7 months ago. But I'm gonna use new ideas and new writings to make this video brand new. But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I don't have anything, I can't film today. It's like, no, I can go back and like find a cool outfit that I shot back in the studio months ago. Yeah. And then just like make a feel good video or maybe some sort of infotainment video. It really depends what kind of video you're talking about. But if I'm like going to do like a vlogmas or like whatever it is, you know, like going to shoot a vlog in the studio, I'm gonna have to like, all right, prepare myself, like, all right, I gotta get the mic ready, I gotta get like my mind set up to like be jolly and maybe a little bit more like 10x myself a bit, you know what I mean? I need to be on. And speaking of on, Esteban is on in this video and he was definitely acting really well. So this is his new sort of format we're working on. So he's a real estate agent and in San Diego. Yeah, San Diego.
Joey showed us last week.
Yeah, I showed a little bit of your older stuff, but then this is a brand new video that is a kind of a format we're working with.
You're home late again. I've just been washing dishes for the past hour in our custom basin sink. Yes, Derek, I am well aware that our KitchenAid dishwasher works just fine, but that's not the issue here. Am I not allowed to grab a glass of Chardonnay from our wine fridge now? Don't give me that look. Seriously, I'm not in the mood. So where are the kids? What do you mean, what kids? Our kids, Derek. Say you didn't pick them up. I don't care that we live in a very safe, well-regarded neighborhood. I don't care that their pedigree school is only 2 blocks away from here. You made a promise. So tell me, when's the last time you saw the kids? Of course, work. It's always work. Price. My mother was right. She said you would do this. After I grab the kids, I'm taking the primary ensuite. I don't want to see you tonight. You can sleep in any of the other 3 bedrooms in this 2,500 square foot contemporary modern home. But we can talk in the morning. You're home late again.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So it's like, it's basically what we're just like playing with, like what his viral formats are going to be. And like one of his bigger formats has been like hot realtors, you know, like making fun of the stereotype of like, I'm going to sell your home, you know, that kind of thing.
It's like the hot person that doesn't really talk much, but is licensed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know how they're licensed, but.
That's so Miami. They have like a BBL.
BBL, they have veneers, and all they do is smile.
Yeah, like the Nepo baby that got their real estate license because their parents want them to have a job.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's the format we're kind of working with, because I've been realizing that like last call, Susan, we were talking about it. Like, there's so many viral formats, but trying to figure out like 2 or maybe 3 if you can handle it, and just nail those 3 down, because like this is the first time he's ever done this type of video, and it already has 2,400 views, which is great. And he only posted yesterday. But imagine on his 10th version of this, his like 20th version of this type of like bit. It could be some of these same sentences or same like coincidences, but imagine when he gets so refined to where the acting feels like, oh shoot, is he being like legitimate right now? And the acting's already so good right now. Like that's what's crazy. So imagine when it's actually like he's in flow, and when he's like really doing this.
Yeah.
So trying to like hone in on like 2, maybe 3 formats if you can handle it, so that you can start seeing the inconsistencies. Like at the end of this clip, one of our like critiques was basically like he broke character at the end and was said like, all right, now I'll show you the rest of the listing. It was like something like that, and he was like, should I leave it or should I not? So that's like one of those things. It's like, I don't know, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. But I think it might be holding the character stronger to like not have that. So like finding those little inconsistencies between each format, if you do it with enough repetition, is what's gonna like help you.
You know which one I like? The one where you take someone on a date and then you like.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
We'll
Date
We'll play it
Yeah, I
again.
remember that one. That was for one of my actors.
Wow, this has been a really nice date.
I've had a really good time.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet you.
Me too. This is me.
Oh, do you live here?
No, this is actually my newest listing. Do you want to check it out?
What?
Come on, let's go. You're going to love this building. It's the A-Loft building in Cortez Hill. Amazing. Oops. So, are you like a...
But yeah, pretty much that type of vibe.
Do you like to talk?
Yeah, so I'm like, as long as I have like some type of idea or concept, I'm comfortable on camera, but it's just getting that sense of direction. And also when it comes to a lot of real estate stuff, I think a lot of the videos out there, they tend to be a little bit boring or expensive for no reason. So I try to find some different type of way to make it, maybe not so much about the property, but about like the story behind it.
And the story
you're
behind
really
you.
good with like the acting stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Were you a theater kid? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, my senior year of high school, I did do one drama class, so. That's
Okay.
So it's theater kids. Same.
But it was like not even, it was just my first random class because I needed like an elective to graduate, so
Yeah,
it worked out.
it worked out. And look at you. You're a natural.
It worked out. No, it's really good because I hate talking, or like I never like. It's really hard to create those skits because you need someone with like who's following you with the camera. Or, do you have someone who's helping you?
Yeah, so when we talked about that, because that was actually for one of my actual like listings, so I'm like willing to spend a little bit more money to make a full-fledged like tour video, so I had someone follow me around. But for the other one, like the one that we just did, I just used a tripod and filmed like 3 or 4 videos in that house from different angles. I filmed them like in the kitchen, in the backyard, just because I want it to be easy and sustainable. So if I'm gonna take like 2 hours out of my day, I need to be able to get at least 3 videos out there, and that way I don't have to wait on someone else to film me. If it gets busy, like, you know, if it does well, then eventually I think it would look better if someone was following me around with a camera. It would look more real.
I think you could do both. You know
Yeah.
what I've seen someone do in New York? They post a really like luxury apartment or space, like a realtor or a real estate agent, and they charge per hour to creators to rent the space for an hour or 2.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, wow, that's really smart to like.
Yeah, I probably need to look into that too, just to have like uninterrupted space, because sometimes I'll get like vacant listings around the area, but that I do need to look into that as well.
Yeah, or yeah, maybe contacting people with Airbnbs to like maybe come in and be like, hey, can I give you $50 while your Airbnb is empty or something, and then just like come in and just rip a video in there.
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty cool too. I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, all right, sure, whatever.
why not?
Yeah. Anybody have any like burning questions that you've had maybe throughout the week, or anything that's like been egging you on? I know you said, Catherine, that you were feeling like UGC's taking you over, but you haven't been able to be consistent. Anybody else have anything like that?
I have a question. Like, Owen swears by talking head, and he's like, eventually you do have to like talk.
Yeah.
But you agree with that?
I think it's it's obviously like the gateway into someone's like personality, and like everything about them the second they open their mouth. You can kind of tell someone's intentions by just like hearing them speak. So inflection and tonality is huge. I personally am not the best at talking head, which I'm trying to obviously work my way out of. But Owen is really good at talking head naturally, or maybe he worked on it really long. But it seems like it's something it came to him pretty quick. For me, it's been a little bit like some of these OCD tendencies of like if I'm saying like too much, or if I have too many filler words or anything like that, I get a little bit too. Oh, I gotta chop that out. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And But if I was more confident with my speech, which I don't think I was when I first started social media, I would have started like talking heads a lot.
But you were telling Catherine, like, models, they have their mystique and stuff. Like, I feel like artists too, like you don't have to like talk too much.
Yeah, you don't.
More aesthetic.
It's not common that like artists will speak too much on camera. So like for my audience specifically, I'm talking way too much for an artist. You know what I mean? Like, but I could talk more for my content creator side, but as far as like me compared to other artists in speaking, I'm on like the top end of speaking artists online. There's not very many artists that just sit there and blab all the time on camera. But yeah, I think it is important if depending on what kind of message you're trying to spread.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do a lot of talking heads, which I need to probably pick back up. I used to do it like walking ones. I think they're a lot better for me in like keeping a rhythm of me. But I started walking like too fast, and I'd be like out of breath while like trying to do a talking head video because like the eighth time I'm like recording it. So, and I'm like sweating. I'm just like sitting like, yeah, and like I'm just trying to provide value. But I think I need to do more talking heads because they flow more natural to me than sitting on the couch and just sitting here like, yeah, guys, it just doesn't work for me as much.
Maybe the car ones are good.
Car ones always work pretty good for me too.
Joey, I wanna something I'd like to see from your accounts. I'm always wondering like where you get your inspiration from.
Yeah. Wait.
I don't know if I missed. Maybe there are a good amount of videos where you talk about that. I'm just missing.
Where I get my inspiration from? Yeah.
Like sometimes I see it something on like, damn, that's so cool. I wonder where he like thought of it.
I don't know. The brain works in crazy ways, but no, I mean, take a nice hot shower. Just think about what you want to think about, and then you hyperfixate on one specific topic until it becomes something, I guess. And that's what I talk about with painting. Like if it's a particular painting or if it's whatever, like it's usually something I'm just hyperfixating on. Like for a week, I was like hyperfixating on this like old school 1800s sailor in like a yellow coat with a beard or whatever, and like a pipe. So I was like, I need to paint one of those so bad. Like I need to get
it out of my head.
Yeah, it's like it's stuck in my head. I gotta put it on the canvas, and then once it's on the canvas, I'm like, all right, that's chill. I'm good with it, and then I just move on.
Yeah.
So with videos, it can be kind of the same thing. I'm like, I have this like maybe this sentence that I'm really, really hyperfixating on, and then I extrapolate what that really means to me, and then try to provide value in that sort of way to other people that can take that information and use it.
I like that.
But yeah, I should talk more about that in my walking.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's this guy's process? Because your art is like, yes, you obviously have your style, but there's like a lot of different themes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the process is like doing a couple different things at once. Like I really like to write, so getting into a writing habit is huge. That lets you really just sit with your thoughts and really see what you're thinking, rather than it just being like regurgitated information from other content creators. Is like definitely trying to remove yourself from other people, because then you're gonna find the most authentic version of yourself that way. But there's also another caveat with that of really you need to hyper analyze some of these creators that are in this in this pathway of 0 to 40K followers, and that like a lot of the time you'll see these same sort of like trends and same sort of thoughts that each one of those that each one of those creators are doing in different niches. So trying to find out what they're doing and what you're not doing, that's a huge thing too. So it's a balance of finding out what other people are doing really good, and then also trying to remove yourself from the whole doom scrolling situation so you can authentically make your own type of content.
Yeah. Like some mind space to be able to
meditate on it. Yeah.
Catherine, do you follow Ollie Kima?
Ollie? No, I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar.
She's this supermodel, she's a model in New York City, and she got huge after talking about her breakup, which has nothing to do with modeling, but like I found that really interesting because like she was like talking about her fiance who dumped her and stuff, and then she got a bunch of followers. Like she did a series about her breakup.
What's her name? Ollie
Kima. And what I noticed about these like fashion people is like they don't even talk about fashion, but they always wear the fashion, and then they're like always putting on makeup, but then they're talking about their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually maybe a good way for me to like intertwine the two,
Yeah. It's like the same way as like someone cutting fruit or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Or like doing something with their hands, like Josh with the chess pieces,
I think
a
that's
little bit more entertaining. Just like a little bit.
Women's advantage in social media is beauty, because like beauty products are very lucrative, and then it's like it's kind of easy like to like just like put on lip gloss and stuff. I don't think men have that. Maybe Esteban, you can try.
We have like
just in full drag.
Yeah.
But I think that's why like Owen in particular is always like, oh, you gotta talk ahead, you gotta create an ad, you gotta create an agency. It's like all this stuff. I'm like, no, that's like kind of like the dude's way of getting successful. I think for women, it's like beauty. I think beauty, hair, like nails, like it's those.
It's just whatever we're interested in. Like I think
authenticity.
Whatever. Yeah. For
Like,
sure.
some people will like cook too, and then like they'll talk about a story. They like. I feel like people don't like to be told a story. They like to kind of like as if they're watching you just talk to yourself.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah, like a fly on the wall situation. Even for me, the biggest thing in real estate is that so many people, other real estate agents, they do everything so like performative. They have the lights, they have the set, and then they
transitions,
yeah, and
sparkly
people just completely check out because they're like, clearly they spent like $2,000 plus to tell me these 3 things to buy a house.
Yeah.
And the more organic posts that I realize I make, or that I just see in general, people are just like, oh, this person's actually going to give me some like real nuggets, not something that's been fabricated. So I think that, yeah, like I see people cook, make coffees, makeup, of like doing maybe those things while telling a story. When I've been talking to Joey too, is instead of informing them, is like you have to tell a story that informs them, like start with that.
Yeah, it's like
nice.
The story like pops the top off the soda or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you gotta crack into their brain by telling them something that's not value, that's not berating them. You know how that dude, like, I just thought of it, but you know that dude that's like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and like skip the gym, and then he like freaks out. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you in the gym? Like, he like becomes your inner subconscious and like tricks you into thinking like, oh, this is someone, like I'm viewing someone from I don't know, like let out their truest emotions, and then it's like he like becomes like your inner dialogue. Yeah. So I think it's being able to crack into somebody, whether it's inside of a story or if it's in some one of their inner dialogues, or you'll see Shelby Sapp say it and she's like, I don't know, I can't do this thing. She'll do that in the car all the time. Like it's finding out those inner dialogue pieces or tapping in with a story that's going to really like make a curiosity loop and pull them into the video. so that you can tell them what you want to say.
I have a question.
Yes.
So yeah, Susie, when you were talking about the breakup, like that the model like blew up because of her breakup, like I right now, like my saved posts on Instagram and like what I'm going through is like so different than like the stuff I'm posting. I'm posting like B-roll of my stories. Like I just found out I got cheated on by my partner a couple days ago, and it's like where my house and my art studio is. So I'm in someone else's house right now, like my world flipped upside down. At the same time, like I don't want to be like inauthentic and like not like just like cheesing like on Instagram, but I also like I'm not trying to like blast someone even though I could. And so it's like, and I also have like an art page, so it's like where does like the personal story, like what's like the line? And I think like we probably like create that line, but it's also like it's definitely like tempting like to want to just be like, yo, this is what's up, because like I have B-roll of me crying in my car, you know. It's like I have like there's so much there, and at the same time like it's I think it's also still so fresh that I'm not sure how to like talk about it, and like I want to like talk about it without talking about it, but at the same time it's like my studio just got ripped away from me too, so it's like I'm an artist, like I don't really want to post a bunch of videos about like what's going on in my life, but also it's like what's relevant. And so it's like I know that's like a whole loaded thing, but I just would love to just like talk about that for a sec, because what you brought up I was like that just felt like that just felt really relevant. So
I think before anybody answers that, we should look at her page to get a good idea of like kind of what we're dealing with here. So this is her Instagram page. Let's see. So a couple pin posts here with like really cool artworks and different outfits she's in. In the last couple of days, we've posted like a carousel, kind of like a kind of a viral sort of topical carousel. And she's kind of gone through these sort of like motions with cool pictures and like an inspirational ender. And then we've also kind of just emulated a few like winning format trends that are back on your sofa, 'cause I still care. Or like this. We haven't really jumped into any talking heads. All right, now you guys can. Just wanted to give you a little preemptive. This is what we got to work with.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Like, that's a lot to tackle.
sorry. Yeah, thank you. The art's gonna be awesome. Thank you guys. So
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, your work is so beautiful. I love it. It gives me like good vibes.
thanks.
Who wants to go first? I was gonna say, I mean, I feel like if you just talk about it, even the way like you just talked about it right now, I feel like your art is you and it comes from your story. And I don't know, I think just the fact that your art studio was like kind of ripped away from you is not only like an emotional experience, but it's also like partially or your job, or I don't know how much it is your job, but so I don't know, I think you should just talk about it. Just try. I feel like the hardest part with these types of videos is like you don't know where to start. But I think like you just got to start and then it'll like piece together how you want to express it. Yeah, that's my
Totally.
piece of mind.
Yeah, maybe film different variations of like obviously with your ex, like depends, you know, where do you want to go? Do you want to be amicable? Do you want to go to hell? Like you're justified in multiple ways. Obviously like people love drama and they love a come up story. So if there is like but you only have to do things that are going to also give you peace of mind at the end of the day. So it's like whether you make a viral video, then you know, this could put a crack in your personal life too. So yeah, I've had friends like, you know, like recently like get laid off and then they posted a video of them just like my friend of mine moved to New York. He got laid off like the day of that he moved to New York, and he posted a video of him just being like, what did I just do? And he's a sweet guy and he blew up. But maybe your story could be like, I lost this, I lost that, but like the one thing that I do have that matters the most is my art. Something.
Word. Yeah,
you know.
that's good. That's really good. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like it's being like overly real, but also vulnerable to a point where you're comfortable with. Like obviously, if you want to show those crying videos, you can in like a format that's like in the same sort of like viral video format you're doing, but you don't have to sit there and like I don't know, cry on camera if you unless you really feel like it, you know. And sometimes that's a thing, but this guy does it a lot where he'll cry like in one of those type of videos. Like he'll have a video of him like literally crying from a video from like I don't know, something like this. You know, he's obviously huge and has like a brand of that kind of thing, but those are where some of those, you know, more emotional videos can come into play.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. It's helpful for sure.
Yeah, I think it's like it's one of those catalyst moments of you were being like very like inconsistent, not very inconsistent, but like pretty inconsistent before we met, and now you're becoming like pretty consistent, and then it's just like the ball has dropped now. Like this is the back against the wall moment where you can start posting every day because like, you know, like what do you lose at this point? Like you're not losing your time, your energy, whatever. You're literally just presenting your story. And then if some of those hotter topics come out while you're speaking, or maybe the emotion can be felt through the camera, this is the perfect time to show that. And since your mind's already set on doing this kind of thing, you're kind of in this like perfect spot of like, okay, now time to authentically share. I have nothing to like hold on to. You're ready.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, thank you guys.
And I feel like you have a solution because your art is the medicine.
Totally.
So I think like a lot of people, they think like, oh, I haven't finished going through this problem that I have in life, so why should I share it? Like I want to share it when it's over. But I heard that even if it's like a mindset shift that you had, that's like worth sharing in a story.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, even yesterday, like I went and like hung out with one of my girlfriends and we did B-roll together. And I was like, I'm gonna have plenty of stuff to say. Like there's plenty of stories to tell, and it's exactly what you said, Susan. Like my art is like it is the medicine. It's like how can we like I posted a story, I was like, how can we like run towards the things that like we're passionate about when like hard times happen, and not like think that we like can't have them or like don't deserve them, or like we need to like stop. Like it's like this is the first time that I've ever gone through something where I'm not like I mean most public that I've been on Instagram in like a while, but like decided to just keep posting, like at least on my stories, like this is like a couple days ago, but yeah, I feel like I have clarity around that. So
and I think a lot of people would relate to that, like
Yeah.
you know, feeling like they're being like hit from multiple angles, and then but then they're still like passionate about something else, and I feel like people would want to support that. And you know, and it's up to you on how far, like you don't have to protect him, but you also don't have to like attack him so much. So that cadence, I guess it's up to you how much you want to go. But you know, I think being honest is not an attack.
So true.
It's just the fact of the matter, you know.
The raw reality.
Yeah, it's just the reality. If he didn't want to, you know, if he didn't want the consequences, maybe don't date somebody who has a social media account.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's actually I live on an island too, so the stuff generally it gets around pretty fast. So I think there's I don't care to protect him anymore, but I also want to remain in my integrity because that's like the kind of person that he's losing. So it's like I want to like be authentic and like show up and like not protect him, but also like that, like, yeah, just like what I said, like stay true to that. I think there's like a line, and I think there's like a way to still be like super authentic and share without like posting a like in the reels. I have a reel of us, you know, with like a Lana Del Rey song. Like it's already happening. But
I
like
love it.
there's certain things that I think can stay, and I can at least just be like, well, if I wanted to, I could post this, but like
You don't want to lose yourself in the process.
no, yeah.
And I mean, it's
helpful.
when it comes down to it, it's your experience. Like it's not like you're doing it to get back at him or to hurt him. Like this is your life. Your page is for you and to post your life, and like this is what's happening in your life. Like
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's funny how unique the experience is, but the experience has been felt by millions of people.
Right.
It's so unique to you, but it's also so unique to other people, and other people believe it's unique to them. So if you can present it, most people wouldn't present it because they're feeling anxious about it. They feel like, oh my God, like what did I do wrong? Or maybe it's like I'm, like I'm perfect. Like how could they do that to me? Now consistency within themselves. But it's really the person that, like, it's not about you. It's about sharing what you went through, because that person obviously wasn't for you. And I think a lot of people would cower from that because like maybe they're anxious from etc. whatever it is. But I think setting yourself apart by actually sharing that in its own way would be cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it a lot.
Totally. Let's see. Yeah, I really think you can still post some of these things. Doesn't have to be so like happy-go-lucky right now. But doesn't have to also go like so super demon mode either.
Yeah, I think the one thing I am thinking about is like because some of the homework that I was gonna do or whatever was like the film the art transitions and this and that, and like I don't have I'm in like a guest bedroom right now. I know I don't have the cute outfits. I don't have the stuff, so I gotta figure that out. But in the process, I suppose I could like talk about how I'm feeling about it, and like talk about these things, like not need to like shadow myself from like just like
reality.
Yeah, exactly.
I think almost especially that because your content is so like bright and happy and fun, which is beautiful. I think the like contrast between like genuinely how you're feeling and the fact that you're in someone else's guest room, you're not in your beautiful space anymore. Like that is something that hits.
It's
like
raw.
Totally.
Yeah, it's raw.
Yeah, there's a way to say that too. That is, you can say a lot without saying so many words. I feel
Yeah, you have
too.
the videos to show it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, totally.
and there is gonna be obviously an after, and I think that like knowing that that's also coming and plays, it goes back into your story. Like loops back into your story, and mentally, like you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, totally. It's like it's great to like be with ourselves in that like metamorphosis, because it's gonna be epic. So it's like
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think on top of that, it's like it's gonna be okay, but even talk about how it feels like it might not be okay too, like
totally
candidly. But then like switch it up and just like, hey, I'm figuring it out as I go. But like kind of like letting your art be your North Star, regardless, and just like things change and I'm gonna keep at it. I feel like that's a really cool story that we don't see online a lot.
Awesome. Thank
You know how I always ask for like you just send me the videos before so I can like look at them and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, don't consider this something you need to send to me. Just post it if you feel like you have it posted.
Okay, word. That's
because
great.
I think that'll maybe block you from like sending me this like super personal like talking head, even though you're gonna send it to more people than just me after you post it. But like just because it's gonna feel very like connected to yourself when you just go ahead and post it instead of like sending it to me. But if it's something you crafted, like maybe it's like a carousel or a nice like trendy reel, obviously send it over and show me. But if it's like a raw talking head, like just go ahead and post it when you feel comfortable, because like I would like to just jump on my Instagram and see like some sort of cool like, okay, she's coming to like grips with things and like having like a really good mindset around it, or I mean, maybe it's not that case and like you're actually like presenting your emotions in front of everyone,
Right.
without
Totally.
because I think the overthinking could be a thing.
Yeah, I just need to, like, I was like, I have a couple goals today, and one of them is to just like go to a cafe and just like put some albums together, like write down stuff that I can talk about. And like, I think when I have that for certain posts and certain things, like this kind of like, not like format, but like something to pull from, it it almost makes it easier to have those like more free form kind of like talking videos, because it's like, well, I don't want to just be doing that, but like when I have that like backlog of these other things that feel like authentic to share and are relevant, like I'm like, yeah, I'll throw in like a talking video. Like, yeah, that like feels relevant. Like it's not
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's like a good balance of this like structure and then this more flow kind of.
Yeah, you can tell the story of like how you got to Hawaii and all these different things. Like, remember it's
Yeah.
first. Like, you have a lot of like rooted story that we remember we need to uncover, because like
Mm-hmm.
Nepo baby in Hawaii, as you know,
No. Yeah.
that's not how it was. You know, it was like a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
different things.
Mm-hmm.
But telling that story would be pretty imperative and worthwhile as well while you're doing this.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. That, yeah. Maybe on our one-on-one this week, we could talk about that. I think that would be something good to,
Yeah.
because with the storytelling too, I'm like, I remember when we first started calling and I was like not refraining from, I was thinking I need to do like, hi, my name's blah, blah, blah. Like people do these voiceovers and you were like, no, like don't do that. So like there's a way to do it. Yeah, all good things to be curious about and uncover. So
Yeah, we'll
thanks
talk about
for,
it.
yeah,
Sure.
perfect.
I honestly need to post a video like that, like kind of like to pin it, like a who I am type video. And I would initially think this, I did initially think the same thing, like, hi, I'm Kat. I started, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I still don't really know how to create that video, like that intro. This is me.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you could have like a start here carousel or a start here video. It doesn't have to necessarily be so, hey, this is my name, this is where I'm from, this is what I do. You can
Right.
just like have a really cool vlog or a day in the life or get ready with me that has like some of those elements in it. Like maybe it's a get ready with me where you're feeling a little extra, like I'm gonna tell people about what I'm doing. Like I have like 8-10 brand deals right now. I live in Miami. I'm trying to be a model. Like you're going through all these phases of like what you're trying to do, and I'm most importantly, I'm trying to get my first fight. Like, you know, like those kind of like ideas. If you felt like super in the flow on a video, maybe just pin that one.
Okay.
I randomly just pinned one that like works best for like a coaching format, because it was me like
Right.
kind of analyzing my videos, or analyzing my story on a green screen sort of format. But it really depends what you're trying to do with the profile. Like I don't think you necessarily need, you should have, every video should speak for itself, and they should all in combination say what you're trying to say in that one video.
Okay.
I heard you should be doing those every 6 weeks. Do you agree?
I think it's in a way that's not like so basic. I think, yeah, maybe you can like reintroduce yourself in a certain way, but it doesn't have to be. Finding more unique ways to do it is going to be the name of the game.
Okay. Okay.
But really, you don't have to do that at all. Like Esteban could sit there and he could rip 1,000 of those acting like marital conflict videos, and people will get a good idea of his sense of humor.
Never
like,
been married.
Stuff, you know. But like they'll get a sense of humor of your level of intellect, your sense of humor, all of these things within that acting character. They don't even need to hear your voice. They're gonna know he's prim, he has his hair done all the time, he's got nice clothing, he's a good realtor. Like he obviously has enough time to do these videos, and he's making enough money with real estate. Or else, you know, like if he wasn't making a single dollar, he probably wouldn't even be in the situation. Those are just subconscious things that you're taking from each video that you see. You don't necessarily have to be sitting there going like stating the obvious, like, yes, my name's Susan, I'm from New York, I used to be this, I used to be that. You don't have to do it every 6 weeks. If you're talking normally to your audience, they'll start to pick up on these small little details in your stories and in your videos every time.
Oh, okay. Maybe that advice is outdated, and it was like when it was more photography based content.
It could be, but it's also like, you know, Mino Lee and Junya, those type of content creators, like there's different types of formats that people want to work through. And
Yeah.
maybe, sure, like you might need, like if you are making those sort of like episode 3 of boyfriend maxing or whatever it is, you know, like you could like those type of videos, you might need a little bit of like in between series, like, hey, this is me, this is what I do. Like, I know you've seen me in these series, but this is what I actually like, you know, like yada yada. But if you're making normal content, it's like trendy reels and talking heads, and it's a mix. It's you're touching on all the like the top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of the funnel videos. Then you shouldn't have any issue with people being confused. You know.
A lot of the real estate content that I've seen kind of over the years, and even the more that I do this, is that the ones that are like doing really well, they don't even sell real estate. They're kind of like influencers. And then the ones who are actively selling real estate, they're kind of just telling people versus showing people like who they are and what they are. And it's just kind of like, hey, I have an expensive car and I'm a go-getter and I will fight for you. And it's all these things that really don't land well. And then who talks like this? Like, if I'm gonna work with you, I'm just like, I'm gonna fight for you and advocate for the best negotiate. It just like, it sounds like a Hallmark movie. And it doesn't land.
Though does subliminally tell me that they've sold a fuck ton of houses and they know how to do it really good. That's the only thing. It's like when someone pulls up in a G-Wagon as a realtor, the only thing I think of is like, okay, they sold a lot of houses and I could probably trust them with the process, because like everyone trusted them too, because they obviously have a G-Wagon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See you, Catherine. We're about to end it anyways, but yeah, that's the only thing I can tell. But like when they pose it as like, this is the end all be all, like this is I have to have this, or they rented it for a video, you can like tell that too. It obviously doesn't come off as natural. But if they're like just in their car and you see like Rolls Royce on the back of their head, and they're just somehow talking about the fact that they sold a penthouse in New York City or something, it's like, okay, I kind of have to trust this guy because he's doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? Like
when it's kind of like maybe like a background thing, maybe, so like it's like
subliminal,
quiet wealth, like it versus yeah. I feel like that
like you jump out of the G-Wagon, come check out this new listing with me. Like it's kind of like, all right, bro, like you want me to see that real bad, don't you?
And I'm wearing Sheen, and I'm like,
yeah, literally, yeah, it's like microplastics and genuine leather seats. So.
Yeah,
that's the juxtaposition I have for that. Or like if you see a dude with like a really nice Rolex or something, and you're like, oh, okay, this guy obviously has been trusted by many people. Something's there, you know. There's something there before you open.
Like the subliminal is the loudest part, and then when they talk like with conviction, I guess. Yeah,
for sure. And I think you're already doing that, even in that one format that you're nailing right now. But with the hot realtor too, you can even amp it up a bit. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, and just play around with that sort of archetype.
Sweet, will do.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions at all? I feel like we kind of covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover.
Okay. Thanks, Joey.
That was great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I was actually recording the entire time on my Osmo. I wonder if it's going to look good. I'm just seeing if maybe I can like overlay this video while like next to me on a YouTube video, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to insert everything maybe, but you know, most of it I think would be pretty cool to have on there.
Great.
Hey, we're gonna get featured on YouTube.
We're always featured. Actually, let's do a story. What are we talking about right now? Yeah. Just a photo. But yeah, it was a great call, and I felt pretty connected with this group here. So see you next week on Wednesday.
Awesome.
Good.
Have a good one, you guys.
Any questions? Yeah, peace.